And away they go from that 1160-meter mark. So let's see what goes on here. Cayenne Pepper from an inside gate. That one seemed to jump out well enough and has got all the speed in the world. So does Babylon, who's over towards their outside. That's one of the leaders. Edward Rye is racing in behind that lot and a length off the leader. Knock 'em Stiff is tracking in behind that lot with Breath of Magic. Precipice is 4 off the outside, about 4 or 5 lengths from the leaders now as they travel along. And then came 2 Miles West, who's further back in the field and raced the way down into the final 500 here. Babylon's on the stand side. Edward Rye is racing behind that, and Knock 'em Stiff 3 lengths off the leader. Precipice has got about 4 lengths to make up. They travel down to the final 300 now, and it's Edward Rye the one to get to. Edward Rye is the leader as they come to the final 200, clear by 3 or 4 lengths. Here is Edward Rye, and they're not going to get to Edward Rye. Edward Rye is in a galloping mood this afternoon. Edward Rye by 5 lengths as they go down to the white. 2 Miles West was second. Precipice was back in third, and Breath of Magic. So here's the head on replay now, and Edward Rye just goes for home. Calvin Habib not taking any chances, says let's see 1 or 2 cracks just to see what sort of response they get, and they get a beautiful response today. And number 1, Edward Rye, is going to win convincingly. That's the latest second race at the Big T.
Well, after having earned every single solitary brass farthing of his riding fee in the first race, Calvin Habib told me he's donating his riding fee to the National Horse Trust. You didn't know that, did you?
I didn't.
Well, don't worry, it's only a joke, but well done. This horse absolutely skated home.
Yeah, look, good luck to Tony. Horse has come prepared today in tip-top condition. Went to the start beautifully, and he did everything professionally. Thought, like, running past the 400 when I asked him to pick it up, he put a couple of lengths on the field, and yeah, they were never going to make it up from there. Just glad to get the winner off the board for these owners, and you know, obviously it's a first runner for this is his first run for Tony, so always good credit onto him, and I'm just a lucky pilot aboard.
Well, you know what they say in life, you never get a second chance to create a first impression, and they've done just that. They've really created a good impression for this new team.
Yes, 100%, and yeah, I hope he can go on from this. I'm sure he will. And yeah, I can't say too much more. Just big credit to Tony. I'm
going to let you go because the day is going swimmingly. May it continue to do so.
Sorry, and just before I forget, Uncle Paul, it's his birthday today. I hope he has a great day, and may God bless him with many, many more.
Fantastic, Cal. Good job to you. Tony, Peter, well, in our tradition, it's always nice to wish family siblings for their fathers, and we do exactly the same for you. Great man, and congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I dedicate this one to him. My dad, it's his birthday today. I wish him many more happy and healthy years, and if it wasn't for him, none of this would be possible. So this is for him.
So tell us about Edward Rye. You know, Peter Canamay always used to say, rather have a horse 100% sound and 80% fit, and he'll give you his best.
Sure. This horse has given me greys.
Grey hair?
I'm full. He wasn't the soundest of horses to begin with, which gave him a lot of time off and started from scratch with him. So he showed decent work, but it's always at the back of your mind that fat that developed inside. And also I couldn't push him too much as well because I rather sacrifice a bit. But he's been going for quite a while now, being sound. So please God, it can just continue. Just a big well done to Calvin. He's done a bit of work on him. Happy with him. So I'm happy he could get the win. Just a big thanks and well done to Mr. Pellets, Mr. Utah, Mr. Leviton. There's a mix-up with the paperwork and his name got left out. But
that's massive trouble. That's colossal trouble.
I haven't heard the end of it for the last week. And to Mr. Lang, they just such good supporters of the yard. We've had a lot of luck with them, so please God it can continue. And then to the breeders in Argentina, Santa Ines, I don't know much about them, but I like to get to know them better. Argentina's always bred a good thoroughbred, so it's all worked out today. Please God, it can continue.
Just before you run away, where else does the strength lie in the Peter yard this afternoon?
The queen of the stable, Bavarian Beauty, is running today. She's not 100% fully wound up. She's got a big season ahead of her, but she's done enough to be competitive, so I think she'd be our next best. Master Ariana is bumping quite a hot field, but he's in with a chance. Say yes, I thought she's got a lively chance. Kaya Mai also got a long season ahead of him. 1400 isn't ideal, but I want to get a run in before the ding on, so he must be included. He can't be bankered. All in all, I think all of my horses must be included today. They're all doing well. I've come here with a nice hand today, so please God, whatever we get will be good. And then just a big thanks and well done to Hopes and Jim Stud, my sponsors, Auntie Suzette and Uncle Bossy. Big thanks and well done to them.
Good job, Tony. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Daryl, Utah. Interesting game this. Last week we saw that Big City Girl was off to stud.
Yeah,
and now you're in the winners' enclosure.
Listen, just fantastic. Just want to say thanks to Tony for putting us into all these horses. It's been unbelievable. Got some great partners. Les just arrived from Australia. Anthony, Ian Leverton, better not forget his name, eh? And yeah, just wonderful, hey?
Imagine a syndicate without levies, how boring it would be.
Maybe life would be a lot simpler, but it would be boring.
Do you know that once upon a time, Ian Leverton beat a whole string of sprinters across Sid Laird's lawn in Newmarket? Everybody said, who's this fat idiot? He can never run. But meanwhile, he was a Maccabi Games hockey player. Listen, a little bit of useless information.
Listen, they said Casey was one of the boys. I find it hard to believe, but that's the truth.
There's 7,500 Rand from the Racehorse Owners Association.
Listen, we just decided that we'll give this to the National Horse Trust because it was such an easy win, and to a great team and to bigger and better things from now.
Fantastic, lovely gesture, beautiful gesture. And another 1,500 Rand. Jomo, are you going to give this to the Horse Trust as well? I don't think so.
Thanks for the stable. The stable is trying. We always keep trying. We don't give up, you know. As long as you hard workers, we had a hard workers, and then I like to thank all my stable mates. They done a nice job. They wake up early in the morning, keep doing their job, and then that's why their horses, they're happy because they look after them nicely.
I think we might be seeing you again today, but congratulate all your friends, all your stable mates. Fantastic job.
I think I'm not greedy. I must be honest, I'm not greedy. But today will be a big party.
Big party. Fantastic to wish Paul a very, very happy birthday. Well, that was an absolutely facile win, unlike the first one, which was a very big nail biter. But the score at the moment is Team Terry 1, Team Peter 1.